Now we get to see a sneak peek of the man that will be boxing next as he makes his way to the corner, Bogdan Juratoni, age 21 years old, from Romania. He'll be boxing into the red corner against this man, Andranik Hakobyan, 30 years old, from Armenia. As both men make their way to the ring apron, where they'll get their headgear applied, the referee, Vladislav Malishev, will be the third man in the ring. The judges, Kennedy, Tadik, Madfua, Pizarro, and Wang, will be counting the punches and keeping a close eye on the boxing at ringside. Bogdan Juratoni, he's placed 5th at the 2008 AIBA Youth World Championships in Guadalajara, Mexico, where he lost to Oscar Molina of Mexico 13-5 in the quarterfinal. He also placed 2nd, grabbed the silver at the Zlatko Erbic Memorial Tournament in Zagreb, Croatia. And this year, as well, he took 3rd at the Hadjija Taralijic Memorial Tournament in Sarajevo, in Bosnia and Herzegovina. Yesterday, he beat Emilio Correa of Cuba by a close margin of 26-24 to get to where he is today. Hakobyan, he was at the 2007 World Championships in Chicago. He was also an Olympian in 2008, where he lost to Elsad Razulov of Uzbekistan in the 4th round of a 2nd preliminary bout. He was at the AIBA World Cup in Moscow, where he placed 1st. He took 2nd at the AIBA World Championships in Milan in Italy in 2009, and he's a member of the World Series of Boxing, which is AIBA's semi-pro league. Yesterday, Hakobyan beat Juan Mercado of Mexico. It was due to an RSCI, that's a referee stops the contest because of an injury. That was at 1:50 in the 3rd round. Andranik Hakobyan from Armenia, 30 years old, ranked number 2 in the world, in the blue corner. Bogdan Juratoni in the red corner. Bogdan, in his bout yesterday against Correa, was not favored. He really pulled out an upset, or so it seemed, against the Cuban, but he just had such an effective work rate throughout the entirety and threw so many punches and bunches and strong punches with authority like you see right there, that he just willed his way to victory. Let's see if he could do that again against the number 2 in the world, Hakobyan. Juratoni from Romania in the red corner. Really an exciting young boxer to watch. He's only 21 years old. He boxes with a lot of excitement and a lot of energy. Here he comes forward, throwing punches. His hands really don't stop. He's got a good defense, hands up high. It's the way they teach you in the amateurs. It's the way they teach you when you first step into the gym as a youngster. Elbows in, hands high, tight guard, straight punches, use of the jab, and shall we say, use of the jab. You need to use the jab on offense, you need to use it on defense. Juratoni uses it well. Now Juratoni trying to slow his man down. He's actually trying to corner Hakobyan. It seems like he wants to engage. He's nothing if not a puncher, Juratoni, and now he's got Hakobyan hurt. And it looks like the referee is going to issue a standing 8 count or not. It depends on whether or not it was deemed a proper punch, or actually it would be an 8 count either way if the boxer was hurt, but in this instance, he wasn't. He was complaining of a low blow, but he was okay. Either that or complaining of being hit while his head was down, but either way, that's irrelevant now because boxing has resumed and Juratoni is really staying on his man, just like we saw much yesterday with the Cuban Correa, the Cuban named Correa. Juratoni is a real big puncher, and he doesn't stop throwing punches. Hakobyan is using all of his weight to push the youngster off of him, but Juratoni just keeps coming. Look at the aggressive Juratoni. It's a beautiful style to watch. It's something you can't teach, by the way. That aggressive style, that's something from within. It's something you're born with, I believe. I don't think you can teach that. It comes from an innate desire, a hunger to beat the man in front of you. And look at that, 6-6 after round 1. Young Bogdan Andrei Juratoni, with not that much experience on his resume. Looks like the first tournament we see him having entered at the world level was only 4 years ago at 2007 at the ripe young age of 17. Not much young junior level amateur experience from what we could tell. Hakobyan, on the other hand, been boxing a few years longer than that, and while he's older, you could actually see the difference in the aggressive nature of the youngster. He's hungry. He's at the World Championships. It's a great place to be for all boxers. It could be intimidating for some, particularly some of the youngsters who haven't been here before, but not to Juratoni. He's a real big puncher, and he's got a lot of energy, and he keeps throwing, and I don't think Hakobyan was expecting this. I was. I saw Juratoni box yesterday. I called his bout. I saw what he did to the Cuban boxer, and he's doing the same thing right now to Hakobyan. He's staying on him like a wet blanket. He's smothering him with big punches. He's intimidating him with his passion right here in the center of the ring. Big right hand by Juratoni, lands on the chin of Hakobyan. Another right hand on the break. Nice punch by Juratoni. And Hakobyan is going to try now to and stem the tide of punches. The train that is Juratoni, and the referee is going to issue a caution to young Juratoni about paying attention to his instructions. Doesn't seem like Juratoni cares much about what the ref says. He just wants to get back to business. Nice left hand to the body scores, and Hakobyan counters with a left to the head. The right temple of Juratoni, which is where it lands. A left to the body by Juratoni. He's going to want to watch that from going too low, but there was a legal punch there. It was right on the belt line or above. Bobbing and weaving Juratoni is a great way to get inside. He's the shorter boxer, and there's a big right hand by Juratoni. And there's a nice right uppercut by Hakobyan. They're trading punches in the center of the ring. Hakobyan with a right uppercut and a left hook, and Juratoni digging away with rights to the head. He looks like he's really getting to Hakobyan. It seems like it's going to be a very, very strong man that's going to be able to beat Juratoni, because he is just a mass of energy. A bundle of aggression. A right hand by Juratoni now, and he digs with a left to the body, and Hakobyan would be well served to try and circle away. It doesn't look like he had matched Juratoni punch for punch. He's number 2 in the world, but he doesn't look it here, not against Juratoni. He looks like a man that's somewhat phased, somewhat razzled by this ball of energy. And Juratoni unleashing everything he's got. Hakobyan standing in there with him. Nice right hand by Hakobyan to the jaw of Juratoni, but Juratoni keeps coming. Left hand by Juratoni. Hakobyan with a good guard. His hand, right, well, it was there at least. Low now. He seems to only bring his hands up when he expects Juratoni's going to throw a punch. You don't want to play that game. It's a dangerous game to play, waiting to see the punch before you get your guard up. There's a clear reason for that. Because when you don't see the punch coming and your guard's down, it's lights out. Nice left hand by Juratoni. A left hand lead jab while he lunges forward to end round 2. There's the bell. Let's get the score here for round 2. Remember, it was 6-6 tied going into the second round. Should be close, but I think the Romanian has clearly pulled ahead as being more active, and yes, he has. 13-12. The Romanian boxer with a 7-6 advantage, so by a margin, Juratoni comes out with a 1-point advantage, and it showed. Bogdan Andrei Juratoni, born June 17th, 1990. Andranik Hakobyan, born June 10th, 1981. Basically, 11 years and 1 week to the day, Hakobyan is that much older or gives up that much age to Juratoni. I say give up because in life the older man is generally the wiser man. In boxing, the older man is generally the slower man. The younger man is often the one with the advantage in the boxing ring. Often, I don't say always. It's definitely not always, but it is often. And now Hakobyan looks like he's willing to press the action. He needs to. He's down by 1. He is a veteran. He's been to the big dances before. He was an Olympian in 2008. He boxed on behalf of Armenia at the 29th Olympic Games in Beijing. And now a left and a right by Hakobyan. He may need to enter the danger zone. He may need to go where no man has gone before, at least not in this tournament. He may need to step inside the wheelhouse of Bogdan Juratoni and risk it all for this victory. He may need to lay it out on the line like that because it doesn't seem like he's going to be able to get rid of Juratoni any other way. And now he's really starting to impose his will. He's the bigger, taller, stronger man, perhaps bigger and taller, maybe not stronger. Stronger in physique, perhaps not the stronger puncher though. Juratoni, much of his power and his punches comes from his speed, and he throws them from his legs, where you're supposed to throw them from. There's a nice sneaky left jab right off the break by Juratoni, a veteran move. A right hand by Hakobyan, and Juratoni continues to press the action. Hakobyan, though, you could see here at the beginning, the first half at least of this third round, he has changed his style. He's been more aggressive, but back comes Juratoni now. Now the referee is going to caution. And now a right hand by Juratoni and a left snaps back the head. Juratoni is actually landing some of these wild punches and they're snapping back the head of Hakobyan. Now Hakobyan has Juratoni against the ropes and he'd be well served to stay on him, but the referee is going to break the action. He's going to caution Hakobyan for putting his head down. Right hand by Juratoni, a left rip into the body by Juratoni, and now they're going to lock up again as Hakobyan pushes Juratoni up against the ropes. Left-right combination by Hakobyan, both miss. Straight left by Juratoni, and again they clinch in the middle of the ring. Nice duck by Juratoni to get out of the way of that right hand of Hakobyan. This is going to be close, you know. Hakobyan seemed like he may have been able to rack up a few early points in this round. Juratoni has stemmed that tide. It'll be close to see the score. This one could be very close, and Hakobyan knows it, and he doesn't want to leave it to chance. He's throwing punches at the end of this round, trying to get whatever points he can still. Hakobyan in the corner, and Juratoni with his back on the ropes doing a good job of ducking many of those, and that's it, folks. What an exciting bout. Romania and Armenia. 21-year-old Bogdan Juratoni, who beat Emilio Correa of Cuba in an extremely exciting match yesterday to come away with a razor-thin victory, 26-24, now put in a real work day against number 2 in the world, Andranik, Hakobyan from Armenia. He was up by 1 going into the third. This is going to be a huge upset for young Juratoni if he could pull this one out. Tremendous. He thinks he's got it. He's tapping his chest. Who will get this? Who will go on to the semifinals? And it is 21-17. Bogdan Andre Juratoni beats number 2 in the world, an Olympian at the 2008 Games in Beijing. And this guy is the star shining in this tournament, certainly in this weight class at 75 kilograms. Bogdan Juratoni is the man to look out for those gatekeepers in the middleweight division. Watch out for Bogdan Juratoni, because he is a man on a mission. He came to Baku this week with one goal in mind, and it seems it was not the Olympic Games in London next year. No. Why? How do we know that? Because he already got his spot when he won yesterday. And no, I don't think it was for a bronze medal or even a silver. Bogdan Juratoni came to this tournament this week for the gold, to see the Romanian flag raised high